Hello everyone, today I am going to talk about a very important concept which is called as Karko Bhavai Nashai concept, and this concept is like very confusing as per various texts, because certain texts are saying that if a planet who is Karka or significator of a given house and it is present in that house, it will destroy that house, whereas some texts are saying if a planet who is Karka or significator of a given house and it is present there will promote that house. Under such conditions, if a astrologer is trying to interpret a chart, he or she is bound to get confused what to take from this kind of concept. So I happened to do some fact finding and I reached upon a text called as Hora Shatak, which gave me some clarity, and after that I applied it in certain charts and I found that this concept seems to be more reliable and working. So I will talk about this through this video, but before I talk about this concept, I would request you to do press the like icon if you happen to like the video, and do share it with your friends, and also subscribe my channel if you have not done so far. Now let's begin with the concept. First of all, Karko Bhavai Nashai means Karak means significator, Bhava means house, and Nashai means destruction, which means if the significator of a given house is present in that house, it will destroy that house. So as per this concept, it should either destroy that house or it should either promote that house. So there is always a condition when a planet will destroy a house and a planet will promote a house. See, whenever we happen to look at a given house in any horoscope, we always look at three things. First is that house, second is that house lord, and the third is the karka of that house. So in any given condition of any bhava of any house, if all the three things are afflicted, then we will say the person will have problems related to that house. But if all the three things are not afflicted, they are in good dignity, they are aspected by benefics, they are conjunct by benefics, in that case we will say that house will prosper. Now let me explain this to you with the help of few examples which I have brought for you. The first is the chart of a native who had consulted me for his marital happiness. The person is having some problems, major problems in his marriage. See, in this case, he is a Scorpio Lagna and the 7th house is having Taurus. See, Taurus is the sign of Venus, and we all know that Venus is also the Karka of the 7th house. In this case, Venus being the house lord and also the Karka is present in the same house. So in these conditions it should have promoted the house, but in the actual sense this house is like demoted. Reason being, it is afflicted by Mars, which is the Lagna lord and the 6th lord, and it is also afflicted by Sun, who is the 10th lord. See, Sun is not exactly a malefic planet, but it is a hot planet, and it always causes separation to wherever it is sitting, because see, there are certain planets like Rahu, Saturn and Sun. These are separatist planets. Wherever they will sit, they will always cause some separation. So here Sun is sitting, Mars is sitting, and Saturn in conjunction with Rahu is also aspecting the 7th house. So the 7th house, 7th lord and the 7th Karka, that is Venus, is afflicted badly by Mars, Saturn and Sun. So three planets are afflicting all the three important things which are coming from that house. So in this condition, this house is bound to suffer. Now I will give you another example in which Jupiter is sitting in Sagittarius sign in the 5th house. See, we all know that 5th house is having Jupiter as its Karka, and the 5th lord Jupiter is sitting there, and it is also the Karka. In this condition, if this Jupiter is aspected by Venus from the 11th house, the three things, the three aspects of the fifth house are all together promoted with the aspect of Venus, and the person can have many children, and the person will have lots of prosperity coming through his children. So this is how this concept has to be seen with respect to the aspects or conjunctions. Now I will give you another example. See, in this chart, Mars is, we all know, the karka of siblings, and in this horoscope the sign of Aries is falling in the third house, and Mars is the lord of the Aries sign, and it is also the karka of the third house, and it is sitting here. So in this condition, Mars is afflicted by Ketu. It is also being aspected by Saturn. So in this condition, Mars is not going to give favorable results to the third house, although the communication here will be very strong, because when the third house becomes strong by aspects of planets or by presence of planets, whether it is malefic or benefic, the person will definitely have a strong communication. But here, when the third house becomes strong, the ninth house will grow weak. So ninth house is your bhagya house, so the person will suffer in terms of his luck, in terms of his bhagya. Now this person will bound to have sufferings with respect to his younger siblings. The person either may not have his younger siblings, or there will be some sufferings with respect to that, because here the third house, third lord and the karka of the third house, they are all afflicted by Ketu, and they are also being aspected by Saturn. Now I will give you another example. In this case, the sixth house is having Mars, and Mars, Scorpio sign is falling in the sixth house, and Mars is the lord of the Scorpio sign, and Mars is the karka of the Scorpio sign. Here Mars is afflicted by Rahu. So all the three aspects of the sixth house here are afflicted by Rahu. So see, as per this rule, whenever the sixth house or the 12th house, their lords are sitting in the same house and they are aspected by a malefic planet, in that case all the negativity of the 6th and the 12th house will decline, and the person will have very good results. So here this rule will not be applied, and it will rather give good results if the 6th lord karka is being afflicted by a malefic, and in this case the person will be bestowed with riches and fame and good results under the affliction of the 6th lord and the karka, because 6th house is all about the 3 Ds, that is debts, difficulties and diseases. They all will be curtailed by the malefic effect of Rahu, and this house will prosper. So here the malefic rule will be applied in a different way. Similarly will be the case of the 12th house also, if we happen to see the 12th house. So friends, this was all about this concept. I hope you must have understood the concept, and I want to thank you all for listening, and I'll see you very soon with a new video.